Welcome to virtual math class for today. I am sad that we are not meeting as a class in order to go over today's concept. This is a big concept as you guys head into algebra and the rest of your math career, okay? We are doing lesson 92 today. It's called the product of binomials. But most students know this as the FOIL method, okay? And one way we kind of represent this FOIL method is we think about a rectangle, and if we have a length that we would call x plus 3 and a width we would call x plus 2, how would we find this area? Because we have a binomial here times a binomial here, okay? And our FOIL is a method that we are going to learn for how to multiply binomials, okay? FOIL stands for first. That is referring to the first terms of each binomial. Outside, the outside terms of each binomial. Inside, the inside terms of each binomial. And last, the last terms of each binomial. Now we use this little acronym of FOIL to make sure that each term gets multiplied by each other term in order to complete the multiplication here. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how to use FOIL with our problem that we had on the last screen. Okay, so I'm going to take the first terms and multiply them first. The first term of each binomial, x times x, gives me x squared. Okay, so I've done the f. Now I need to go to outside. The outside terms of each binomial, x times positive 2 gives me positive 2x. So now I've done this. Okay, now I go to inside, the inside terms of the binomials. Positive 3 times x gives me positive 3x. So now I've done this. And the last, that means the last terms of each binomial. Positive 3 times positive 2 gives me positive 6. Okay? So now I've completed the FOIL method. Now I have to collect anything that is like. The only terms that are like are my positive 2x and positive 3x. So if I combine those, I end up with x squared plus 5x plus 6. And that is the product of these two binomials multiplied. Okay? Now let's try it again. I'm going to write over here, FOIL. You need to start memorizing what FOIL stands for. First, outside, inside, last. Okay? First means I'm going to multiply the first terms together. X times x gives me x squared. Now outside terms. X times a negative 4 gives me negative 4x. So now I've taken care of these two. Inside, I'm going to move to the inside terms. Negative 3 times x gives me negative 3x. So I've taken care of that. Last, the last terms of each binomial. Negative 3 times negative 4 gives me positive 12. Now, we combine anything that's like. Our middle terms are like. Negative 4x and a negative 3x combine to give me negative 7x. So I end up with a product of x squared minus 7x plus 12. Okay? From here, go ahead and look at your practice set on page 620. See if you can do A and B. Pause your video, do A and B, and then start it back up. And we're going to go over A and B together before I send you on to do the rest. Okay, so pause it, do A and B, and then start it back up again. Okay, let's look at A and B. Okay, I'm going to write FOIL over here on the side. FOIL. Please start memorizing what FOIL stands for. Okay? Okay, first, I'm going to multiply my first terms together. X times x. Let me change colors here so we can see what's happening. X times x gives me x squared. Okay? O, outside. X times positive 4 gives me positive 4x. Inside, positive 2 times x gives me positive 2x. And then the last terms of each binomial. Positive 2 times positive 4 gives me positive 8. I'm going to combine my positive 4x and positive 2x. And my final result is x squared plus 6x plus 8 for A. Okay? Now B says to find the area of a square with a side length of x plus 4. It's a square, so side times side, side squared, right? So now let's do our FOIL here. Okay? X times x, that's our first terms. X times x gives me x squared. Outside, x times positive 4, positive 4x. Inside, positive 4 times x, positive 4x. Last, positive 4 times positive 4 is positive 16. Okay? Combine my middle terms. X squared plus 8x plus 16. Okay? Okay, so this trinomial is the result of multiplying these two binomials. Okay? I want you to do D through K in the practice set. Start with D and go through K on the practice set. Pause your video and then start it back up again, and we'll check your D through K. Okay? Let's look at D. Okay? First, x times x gives me x squared. Outside, x times positive 3, positive 3x. Inside, positive 1 times x gives me positive 1x. Last, positive 1 times positive 3 gives me positive 3. I'm going to combine my middle terms. The final result is x squared plus 4x plus 3. So that should be your answer for D. E, first, x times x gives me x squared. Outside, x times positive 7, positive 7x. Inside, positive 4 times x, positive 4x. Last, positive 4 times positive 7 is positive 28. Combine my middle terms. X squared plus 11x plus 28 is your answer for E. Okay, F. X plus 3 quantity squared. That means x plus 3 times x plus 3. Now I'll do the firsts. X times x is x squared. Outside, x times positive 3 is positive 3x. Inside, positive 3 times x is positive 3x. Last, positive 3 times positive 3 is positive 9. Combine the middle terms. You should have x squared plus 6x plus 9 as your final answer on F. Next, G. X plus 10 quantity squared means x plus 10 times x plus 10. X times x is our first terms, x squared. Outside, x times positive 10, positive 10x. Inside, positive 10 times x, positive 10x. Last, positive 10 times positive 10 is positive 100. Combine my middle terms, x squared plus 20x plus 100. Okay? Letter H. First terms, x times x, x squared. Outside, x times negative 3, negative 3x. Inside, positive 8 times x, positive 8x. Last, positive 8 times negative 3, negative 24. I'm going to combine my middle terms. Uh-oh, I have opposite signs. 8 and 3 subtracted gives me 5. The sign of the bigger one is positive, so it should be x squared plus 5x minus 24 for H. Now for First terms times each other gives me x squared. Outside, x times positive 2, positive 2x. Inside's negative 5 times x, negative 5x. Last, negative 5 times positive 2 is negative 10. Positive 2x, negative 5x gives me a result of negative 3x. X squared minus 3x minus 10 is the result on I. Last few. Okay, first terms, x times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Positive 2 times x, positive 2x. Positive 2 times negative 4 is negative 4. Negative 2x, positive 2x. That gives me a net result of 0 x's, so I don't have any more x's. So all I'm left with is x squared minus 4. Okay, on this last one, if I saw this, I would probably go ahead and work out what's in parentheses before I did all this distributing, okay? FOIL is kind of like repeated distribution over and over. So I would say 22 times 18, and that would give you a result of 396. Okay? Okay. The best way to get better at FOIL is to do it over and over and over again. You've got to memorize that F, the first, means the first of each binomial, first term of each binomial. Outside terms of each binomial. Inside is the inside terms of our expression, okay? And then last means the last terms of each binomial, okay? Practice, 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 okay? I really wish you guys had been here in class for this lesson. And I miss you all, and I miss teaching you guys. Hope you guys are having a good day, and hope to see you guys here actually in class soon. Take care, guys. Bye.